Have you ever fantasized about someone else while you're having sex with someone? Have you ever thought about other things and had your mind wander, trying to imagine, different things while you're having sex with someone? Apparently, this is a pretty common thing to do, and if you're doing that, that's not good. And I will explain why. Hi guys, my name is Alex. I am a sex coach, and today I'm talking about fantasizing about someone else, a different person, while you are with a particular person having sex with them. And why this is not good, why this is indicative of a bad sexual relationship, and how you can fix this and have it never happen ever again. So why do people fantasize about other people during sex? So this is a problem with immersion. It is a problem with engagement. It means that you are not basically present in that sexual experience. If you have the mental space to think about anything else besides the sex itself, then you are not in that moment. And that means that your sex is not going to be that good. And the same thing goes for your partner. If they are thinking about other stuff during sex, if it's another person or even insecurities or anything like that, then that's not a good sexual experience, because there shouldn't really be any headspace left in that sexual experience for them to have their mind wander and think about other things. And you definitely shouldn't. And so what it means is that you're not in the moment. And so how do we get in the moment? How do we change that so that we are now present and we're not thinking about other things and daydreaming and doing all this craziness? So you have to take an active role in the sex. That means you need to be consistently communicating during the sexual experience, either by body language, by moaning, or by words. And I think words are the best way to do this. Dirty talking is the best way, I think, because it allows you to express yourself, say things to your partner, and it works to help them increase their immersion, their presentness in that experience, because then they have something to listen to and they can respond back, and then they are dirty talking as well. And then if you're dirty talking and you're expressing yourself and you're saying things that are on your mind, then you're not going to have time to think about other people and other situations that you could possibly be in during the sexual experience. Another reason this happens is because of porn. Because porn is so crazy stimulating. We can access 100,000 sexual partners, 100,000 naked bodies. I don't know why I picked 100,000. This is the first number that came to my head. We can see a lot of these images, these videos, whatever the content is. That over time, as we do that, it becomes more stimulating than real life sex. And that's a scary thing if you think about it. And so you're with someone, you're in a real life sexual situation with someone, and it's not as stimulating as the images that you could pull up on the internet, because you have so many of them at such easy access and so quickly. So if you're getting bored in that sexual experience and it's not stimulating enough for you to want to be present in that experience, and you're thinking about images from porn or people you've seen in porn or actions possibly that you've seen in porn that you're not currently doing in that sexual experience, that's not a good thing. And to fix that, basically you just get rid of porn. Luckily, your brain can rewire from a porn addiction or porn-induced erectile dysfunction, porn-induced sexual dysfunction, which all exist, and especially porn-induced sexual desensitization, which is exactly what I have been talking about, where you are basically desensitized to sexual content because you've seen so much of it at such easy access that normal, real-life, everyday sex just doesn't stack up, and you're bored, and so you start thinking about other things during the sexual experience. So why shouldn't you do this? Well, in order to have good sex, in order to have pleasurable sex, there needs to be a mental component to it. There needs to be something drawing you in, staying in the moment, being present, being immersed, and being engaged in that experience. And so if we think about it, if your mind is wandering and thinking about other things, then there is no engagement. There's no immersion. You're not in that moment. You're in another moment in your head and then acting out an action in a different moment in your body. So there is that disconnect between brain and sex organs. And we want to not have that. We want to bring the mind and the body together in the moment. There shouldn't be any room for headspace. You should be fully expressive, fully communicative, dirty talking, expressing yourself, going crazy, having that passionate experience that creates an amazing, sexy time with your partner. And that's your goal in providing a good sexual experience, that your partner feels the same way. Sometimes we are afraid to express ourselves, to lose ourselves in the moment, and we get in our head simply because we're not comfortable with the sexual partner we are with. And this could even be someone that you've been in a romantic relationship with for an extended period of time. And the issue is that you have never talked about sex with that person. So if you just communicate about sex, talk about it, talk about what you like, what you desire, what you maybe dislike, what you find enjoyable about sex. If you talk about these things, you break down your walls, that will get you more comfortable with that sexual partner, and that will allow you to get out of your head and finally just be present and immersed in that experience. And it will work both ways. Your partner, after that communication, will feel the same way. Don't forget to communicate about sex in a relationship. So many people, they come with problems about sex and they don't know what to do, and it's like, well, have you had a basic conversation about sex with this person that you've been having sex with for years? And they're like, nah. and that's your solution right there. So yeah, talk about sex. So to wrap this up, if you feel the need to think about other things, to fantasize about other things, that is a problem. That means that the sex you are having is not engaging sex to you. And it's one of these things. Either you're not comfortable enough, either you just don't know how to be in the moment because you're not dirty talking, you're not being expressive, and you're not just losing yourself to that moment, or it's something else, porn induced, or it's an anxiety perhaps. And these all things are taking you out of the experience, and what you're kind of doing is putting in something in your head to try to enhance it, because right now it's kind of boring and dull, and your brain is kind of disconnecting from that experience and trying it's the best it can to make it a pleasurable experience. And that should tell you basically enough about sex right there, that there needs to be a mental component to the sex in order for it to be good, fulfilling, and pleasurable. And so if you don't have a mental component to it, if there is no psychological stimulation, then there is no good quality sex. There's your evidence, there's your proof right there. Anyway, I hope you found this video informative. If you did, please leave me a like. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. I come out with all these kind of sex videos all the time, so come back for more and join me on this party that is my YouTube channel. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.